Thermomix, Reromix.
Priska.
You're slow with that soup. Damn, the pot's that burnt? Hey neighbor, what smells so good? A pot of soup. I've got a pot of soup and I'll handle everything. Man, then screw this. I've had enough. Listen, I've had enough because I'm not backing either option. I'm not for the Thermomix option because this is an episode, you've already read the title. I'm not encouraging anyone. Thermomix, Reromix. Too expensive, too cheap. If you have money, you cook. If not, it's too expensive. If you prefer, you spend it on a trip instead.
I'd like the Thermomix to win me over and think it could be useful, but I still have some doubts.
Is this format going to continue? We're not recommending it. This isn't any kind of advertisement. Wormex, Wormox. We just wanted to compare cooking with the Thermomix versus traditional cooking. You'll see for yourselves in the video whether it's a lot of hassle or not, whether it's worth it or not. I'm heading off all those comments right away. Everything you make in the Thermomix, you can make without it. Honestly, Krzysztof could be standing here because I don't think you need a lot of skills. So what's the point? The point is we're going to make two recipes. It will be goulash soup and bigos. Goulash soup, preparation time is 30 minutes, meaning you'll be handling the ingredients yourself. We've already cut it up and it took less than 30 minutes. Just 2 peppers and a tomato. I'll do the first step and you'll do the first step. Add 200 grams of onion, quartered, to the bowl. I'm breaking the rules. I have halves. All right, we have 200 grams of onion and 2 cloves of garlic. Mine are really small, so I'll add 4. Now I just close it and press play. 4 seconds, look. I already have the garlic and onion. Use a spatula to scrape the ingredients from the sides to the bottom of the bowl. With what? With a spatula. This is a spatula. 2 flat spoonfuls of sweet paprika. A teaspoon of hot paprika. Good. We have it. 1½ teaspoons of ground cumin. 1½. A level teaspoon of marjoram. These are spices, so don't overdo it. I always use lard. Yeah, we don't have lard. Okay, use bacon. I'm trimming off some fat here because lard definitely adds flavor. How much is there? 40.
40 grams.
And this stews for 4 minutes at 120 degrees.
Okay, let's move on to mine. I think we will.
That's best for this step, right?
All right then, so what? I'll pour the oil. Dude.
Will it be that greasy? Is your stew always this fatty? Very good. Let me take these away.
Well, let it sit for a moment because we're going to add the meat. Bye.
So you don't have much time.
But I need this plate and that.
I'll finish this soup in the meantime, buddy.
Bambino.
Hey, Bambino.
You took all the things I need.
You're slow with that soup. I wish you weren't. But yours will be good. Look.
No, it smells seaweed.
All right, that's important. I'm not defending this device. It just smells like caraway. Like seaweed.
And the point is that now we should add the meat in small batches so it doesn't boil and instead sears. And then we'll put it aside here. It's splattering.
All right, good morning. I'm here. Now for this, look, I'm adding ½ kilogram of meat. There we go. And I'm adding 30 grams of tomato paste. Look, I did it. I click next and finally get 10 minutes apiece. I'll clean up, finish watching TV, or check my phone. You didn't pour anything in?
Well, mine is in browning mode, but it splatters like crazy, and I'm afraid of that.
But Arthur, do you feel how relaxed I am about cooking?
Even if this soup is 20% worse than mine, it's still worth doing it this way. Damn.
A pot burned like that? Well, bravo, but it's going to be delicious, Arthur. And what are those beets?
What are those beets? Those are eggs.
Hey, you're making that goulash soup like you're on a battlefield, which is actually an advantage. You need to watch over it and be in the kitchen. I could be in the bathroom now. All right. I know I'm not laughing at you because your goulash soup has saved me at parties more than once. It's brilliant. Oh, oil again? I'll clean up after you. What's that?
Thank you. Could I ask you for the salt, because the onion's cooking a little too fast for me?
And did you weigh out ½ kilo of beef?
Yes.
So you fried it in a cup of oil, right? Yes, yeah.
But they give you so much swagger.
Okay, I'll be back. We can't cook like this. Maybe I'll get the other one. Go ahead.
I'd like to ask for a garlic press if you could help me.
But I have my own job, Arkik. See, I'm working hard now, right? Here, take it. And now he's gonna talk to me about it for a year, right? He even brought it up recently. Claimer, you were at IKEA and you didn't call to ask if I needed anything? Man, I forgot to call the guy. And what would you want? A garlic press? No.
All right, my friends, an important step. We're adding sweet, hot, and smoked paprika.
2 tablespoons.
But it's important not to let the paprika burn, because if it does, our dish will turn out bitter. Now I'm adding the meat, putting it on the stove, and pouring in the broth.
Just enough so people know.
It depends on how strong our broth is. If we have a very strong broth, I add a little less water. If the broth is weaker, we use more broth. This is cooking. You have to keep tasting all the time. Oh, damn.
Bro!
Bay leaves. Hey, make it 3. All right, I'll cook it for you for a while. Oh.
Look, here it is. Hey neighbor, what smells good? That sound means I'm moving on. I'll open this. We can take a look together.
Oh, wow, it's a puree.
400 tomatoes. All right, what do we have next for this, Arthur? Go on. There's 700 of water. 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 0.5 teaspoon of white pepper, 1 heaping teaspoon of meat bouillon concentrate. To that, Archer, 2 to 3 bay leaves, 2 to 3 allspice berries. Thank you, good night. See you in 35 minutes. All right, Archer, want to check it out with me? Ooh, it's really thickened up. But you see, you can already feel that it's like, oh, nice and thick, but I spilled it. And now what do we have? Add 160 to 180 grams. And that's very interesting because I add potatoes with the skin on. I feel like they're nicer to eat that way. We eat them, of course we eat them, and once again, I'm going to watch TV.
Relax, you're not going anywhere. You're watching me, and I'm opening it now, but there's a lot.
You have a different kind of potato than I do. We have a different style. Look at how I cut the pepper compared to you. Markievka, sakra bowls.
I'll tell you this, I prefer them fried, but we won't beat around the bush here. I'll just add mushrooms, pepper.
Yellow. Hey, but you have goulash, not goulash soup. And now I'll tell you one thing. Look, not only have I been cleaning up my stuff the whole time, but I'm also cleaning up yours all the time.
Hey, so you see that I found the sucker, that I got those ingredients for myself, and you're just cleaning up.
Skorka, did you call me a sucker just for cleaning up for you? Oh no!
In the meantime, we wait for 6.5 minutes.
In the meantime, I walked through the forest, we walked around, cleaned up, ate, another 10 minutes.
It's just, well, it's kind of creamy.
Yeah, it is. I'm moving on. 160 to 180 grams of chopped green pepper. Archie is adding it, and red pepper too. There will probably be more here because I see I've chopped up more. I'm clicking next. I have the last 8 minutes, buddy. All right then.
I forgot to add salt and pepper, but I also have granulated garlic, so I'm adding a spoonful. I threw in the potatoes, but I didn't add a bit of salt. Hey, all right. Here are the golden rules for the 2 dishes we're making: Bigos,
which will be later, and this is Bigos.
Goulash soup. They really taste great, but honestly, on the second day, it's a totally different soup than today.
I see. I'm really hungry now. Can I try yours? Yes, for now it tastes like Chinese soup.
But for me, there's one more step. I have to add tomatoes, and they also need to cook for a bit. A can of tomatoes. I started 20 minutes later, yeah. What do you mean, 20 minutes later? At what time? You were cooking and I was just watching.
There were still 4 seconds left of blending the damn radish.
Yeah.
Look, help me add the pepper.
No, help me at it. I'm cleaning up for the guest. He called me El Frajero.
It wasn't meant to be pitiful.
It was a joke.
Sure, it's tomato paste, but see, they've already ended up like this.
That's nice, just like that. Well done.
It's kind of rough, isn't it, man?
It even looks tasty now.
I almost grabbed a shot glass, but stopped.
But different from mine. Just a pimple. That's because you put tomatoes in. If that's a pimple, now you have to wash your hands because you'll be putting them in my mouth when you feed me.
But what do you mean, a pimple?
No, look, there's something red on it.
It's gone now, seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Listen carefully as this may be confusing. I have 2 suggestions since some are unsure whether it made a lot or a little. So, a pot of soup. I have a pot of soup and everything is set up. Look here.
All right, well, maybe give me a bit more of that.
No, I won't give you any right now.
Hey, Basia.
What are you doing? That's my soup.
Completely different, but good.
Did you notice I had an onion, 2 peppers, and so much flavor?
Yeah. Hey, well, all right, wait, let me pour it here. Completely different. This one is dark.
But yours is kind of like tomato soup. Oh, damn. Artur, my forehead is already sweating. Krishu, Primos, we have 2 pots, so you don't know because you know.
Jesus, what a weird Thermomix 8.
Which pot do you want to start with?
Jesus, anyone.
And is this goulash soup or goulash soup?
Listen, do you like it thick or thin?
Give me everything. I'll say this.
Spicy, paprika-y, perfect for a party.
Oh, damn.
Someone here boldly added some spice. It's the 12th hour. Yes. You hardly say goodbye, then a lady brings soup like this, and you feel alive again.
It kind of reminded me of the resurrection. Yes.
After that spiciness and those toarki, right? How could I say it's toarki? Yeah, let me tell you this. Yuchia's hand helped a lot.
Didn't it burn your mouth? It did. Ooh.
But here it's different.
Some herbs were added.
But I would say it's milder, like a light version of goulash, but also delicious.
Something or someone overdid it with the seasonings here. Rosemary, it leaned too far into those spice notes.
But the meat falls apart. Yeah, man, it's tender. It's really tender.
I'd eat both soups without batting an eye, but my heart is with the one on the right.
All right, let me explain. What you were talking about is just caraway. Ah, Not everyone likes caraway. No, exactly.
Remember, pay attention to the bracketed soup. Look at the ingredients. How many ingredients are in the bowl?
Damn, you know what? I'd like to, but there were 3 votes for Artie's goulash. I'm casting my vote too, and it's not that I have to, it's just that for me, this flavor is a bit deeper, a bit different.
No, I'm choosing it because of the number of ingredients. I saw how you paid less attention to it. For me, it's better.
Here.
You guys...
Well, you really amused the palate, didn't you? You judge, we don't judge. I'll say it again, Vortex, Rotex, this is not an advertisement. I think a lot has already been said. Let's have a nice meal during the break. We're inviting you for Bigos. Ooh!
Yes, no more praise needed, let's move on.
But yours is already so damn spicy, yeah. I'm already sweating. Delicious. Damn, right? Can you even make Bigos in an hour? That's the question. I don't think so.
We'll try to prove it's edible and it'll be better tomorrow. All right.
Of course. I'll start. Weigh 400 grams of sauerkraut into the basket. 430, but I got it. Add 200 grams of chopped white cabbage to the mixing bowl. But in pieces like this, I didn't cut anything. Whoa. Whoa, mix it up. Look at this. This is gonna be good. You, right? 3 seconds again, 200 up.
This is difficult.
So that everything gets chopped up well, I understand. Add 100 grams of onion, 50 grams of carrot, 40 grams of chopped parsley root, right? Celery root, 40, right? Rapeseed oil, you.
Do you see how much you're pouring?
I'm mixing for 35 seconds, okay? I scraped it down to the bottom of the bowl. Sauté for 6 minutes. Look, and this is my way of doing it, and I have 6 minutes for you to do it your way.
All right, at the very beginning I put the cabbage into the pot. It was lightly salted beforehand to soften it. I'll pour some broth over it and just cook it for a while. And in the meantime, I'll put the bacon in the pan and fry it.
Ah, are you working with wood? No.
With plum preserves?
With plum preserves. Do you also add chorizo? Yes. Bravo. Beautiful.
This is a slightly modified version of Bigos. Listen, nobody said, so don't start complaining right away that we're making some traditional Bigos. Because I always say one thing, there are as many versions of Bigos as there are people. You have a clamp for 2.50. Let's move on.
That's it. I walk around, snack a little, not messing with anything archaic. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this series.
The cabbage is cooking. I need to stir it occasionally.
You remember that. I have 8 seconds, Arthur. What happened to me? Ooh.
That was intense.
At sauerkraut? It says to rinse it, but I make it sour and I like it sour. Archaic.
You squeezed it lightly?
Very lightly, very lightly.
800 grams of water.
And now there's that 1 teaspoon of bouillon, 35 grams of prunes, 10 out of 20 dried mushrooms.
But still, that 6,000 kind of scares people, right? You'll do it faster, a bit more conveniently. And now, damn, but it's 6,000.
But for example, my wife relaxes with it. Some people relax with a console and some with a Thermomix. I saw a meme like that, you know, about how for the middle class the Thermomix is like people say others hate on them just because they brag about it. I have a Thermomix, but it's just nonsense, right? Who cares?
But I think it's the people who didn't cook before who brag about it.
And suddenly they start cooking.
And I think that's the key to all of this, you know? Wow.
2 juniper berries. This is a dish that's used for steaming. You can cook potatoes, meats, and so on. They told me to put this on. After that, weigh it for the next course. 200 grams of pork. 200 grams of smoked pork sausage, 200 grams of smoked bacon.
Interesting. And in the meantime, my friends, I put some chorizo sausage in here. I'm frying it, and soon I'll add the onion right here.
Put the Varoma attachment lid on. I click next. Steaming for 30 minutes, I can clean up during this time.
Well, everything looks nice. Now I'm transferring it to the rest. And on this fat, on all the rendered bits, I add the onion. The cabbage has already softened, it's sweet, so I add the sauerkraut to it. I have a bit more here. 600 grams of sauerkraut and 400 grams of sweet cabbage. Allspice goes in here and bay leaf. Damn, I hope this onion doesn't burn. All right, ow. Damn. Yeah, I know what I have. I'll add some more water. It just has to be, look, loose like this. Damn, it's all happening too fast. I'll add some more water. I'll mix everything together. And now bay leaf. Caraway is very important for Bigos. Apparently it helps prevent bloating. No beating around the bush. You need to add a little bit to the cabbage and the onion. I'm already adding the onion. I'm also adding the meat, sausage, chorizo, bacon. I'll add the mushrooms with some water. I'll pour in a bit of water. I'll cover it. And now let it do its thing here. Look, in the meantime, I added some pepper and preserves. And what else? Well, I just poured in some water 2 more times, and it's cooking.
Add the white cabbage to the mixing bowl. I'm adding the shredded one. Add it, salt to taste. I don't know if that's salt to taste. Okay, black pepper, the ground kind. Half a teaspoon of ground caraway, half a teaspoon of ground coriander, a teaspoon of white mustard seeds, a flat teaspoon of granulated garlic, 1 teaspoon of lovage, and optionally, half a teaspoon of hot paprika. Put the varoma attachment back on, steam for another 30 minutes.
That's great. So if it's 30 minutes, there's still a chance my dough will turn out. I'll also add a bit of garlic, a little lovage. I can still add something else, just a little, actually some hot paprika. I see that I'll add a bit more water because it's disappearing fast. The Bigos will be best tomorrow.
And I think this will be Sirigos. All right, let's clean up now. Yes?
We'll clean up in half an hour. We'll see each other in exactly 26 minutes. I hope my cabbage will soften by then.
We're putting the Bigos here.
And you, I didn't add this to mine.
All right, I'll scoop up everything to avoid waste.
All right.
I didn't add it here. We have this meat. I'll do it this way, Arxie. Does Bigos from the Thermomix make sense? We're not defending or praising it, just not commenting yet.
We'll try.
All right, let it be. Do I have some bread? Well, that's what our Bigos looks like. So I'm first, and what's this? The Thermomix one.
It smells like awful.
Too sweet, not salty and sweet. No need to fry anything.
So which one is good? I'm coming.
It's more like Hunter's cabbage. It's not the traditional old Polish Bigos.
My comments below, like, what did you do? This isn't Bigos. For Bigos, you add this. Get it together.
And what did we think about eating? I have to keep stirring.
I had to.
It's edible, for sure.
What will the guy say? Oh, wait.
Then you have to try mine. Well, of course, with great pleasure. Damn, yours tastes so different. But again, damn, yours is super spicy. Damn it, I can't say it, but this one has more flavor. This one is definitely more vegetable-like. Here it's just sausage with cabbage, but you might like either one.
In my opinion, it turned out well. Flavors differ simply because they're different.
We'll just call the guys. Primož, Krzysiu, please take a look. I'll tell you, the presentation is beautiful.
Does it look similar or not? No.
One is more brown.
No, I already know that this is. What do you know?
I don't know. Zobrak, sour, Bigos. Yeah, but remember, it was made in an hour and a half too, okay?
Yeah, tomorrow both Bigos will taste better than today. I guarantee it.
This is a hangover, Bigos. This one? No way.
Identify this one. No way. Sir, all right, Piroj, this one is mushy. Let's see. Good. It's cold, though. Good.
This one is smoky.
Oh, damn. No, I've identified it. So sweet, yeah. For me, this is Asian Bigos. Oh, damn, it's so good.
It's more to my taste.
It's good, but I like the first one more. Now that it's cooled, I have to say you can tell this is from the Thermomix. The first is basic. This one is more vegetable-based, complex, and has depth. When it cools, it's awesome. I'll rate it high. It's sweeter and from the Thermomix. The meat is steamed. Really?
It is. It definitely is.
A different taste.
Meat. And you know I've fried and cooked a lot in a large pan, and here everything is steamed? Again, I don't see the point.
But you know what? I tasted it and I felt like this sausage has more flavor in this one, you know?
It absorbed the steam, but it also absorbed the aroma from his vegetables. The two are different. Here you had to really work for it. I see that I probably won't fry it a second time.
This is a great format. This time przemyłamy. Listen, again, it's 2-2. I'm not defending the Thermomix because I gave 2 votes for the Thermomix. Don't write that Kramer has to defend it without any representatives. I'm not 2.
Didn't you vote for Płytka the first time?
No, I voted for you, for me.
Yeah, 3-1. I gave the points.
All right, let's finish this. I want to be gray-haired. My soup was better too.
Listen, you saw for yourselves in the episode what happened and how it went, but it doesn't matter. Because what matters is that we ended up with 2 recipes.
Unfortunately, with my Bigos, I spent an hour on the phone outside. I didn't come here even once. I didn't stir anything. I don't even have a spoon, man.
I think I could easily make that Bigos recipe myself.
Moment? That shows it nicely. And you said it very well. Everything you do here, you do there, and vice versa.
Honestly, I'm just tired. Mainly of these 2 recipes. Standing here, I just don't want to do it anymore. I won't make a third thing today.
You've been doing that all day.
No, I don't feel like it. I'm sick of standing and stirring. I know it's just complaining, but it's a bit of a drag.
We're not praising it. The device is expensive, it's not cheap, it's sold by door-to-door salesmen or whatever they're called. No, representatives. But with the Claimer code, you can. I don't have any code and respect your customers, that's very important. In my opinion, in the next episode, we'll let Krzysiu do 2 recipes.
Take it easy.
All right, Krzysiu, this is a quick task. Look, I'm showing you what sign, for heaven's sake. Hey, go wash up after the dough. Thank you.
Well, you messed it up, that's it. Great.
We have it. Are you adding any liquid?
Oh, damn. It didn't say to. It didn't say to.
It didn't say to, it said to. Great.